Yo, Joe, Phantomaniacs, and welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are looking at the new Crimson Bat from the G.I. Joe Classified series. I actually had a bunch of requests for this because apparently people are having some issues with it, and I suppose I am generally known as a fair on the side of positive reviewer. Like, I want to like the stuff that I'm opening up. Oh, and pardon my Band-Aid there. I managed to slice my knuckle open right before this review, and the only kind of crimson we want in this review is that of the bat. So I am doing this. I just got home from work. We're getting ready to go live with Joe Mania on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Please do check it out. It'll be available this Friday. It is the Audible Interlude podcast live stream. But we got to take a look at this figure. Now, this is not the newest packaging, I guess, but the current packaging that window free, which we'll get into why that may be an issue once we open it up. Awesome art on the front and on the side. Got a little wraparound going on there. Looks great. Shot of the figure right here. I like this. I think it looks good, but I do think the newest design that Hasbro revealed looks better. This is number 60 on the side. You can go to gijoe.com if you want to see what all the attributes are here. And then on the back, I actually prefer this over the old just splash art that they used to have. That was so boring to me. Like, you know, you got this dynamic front, cool looking package, and then you turn it over and every single one of them looks the same. I prefer this, although I would love to see a cross sell, but Hasbro just doesn't do that anymore for some reason that I don't understand. So you can see everything that's in here. I like the height on here, 6.67 inches tall. I think this is cool. I really, if they're not going to do a cross sell, I do like this card back quite a bit, and I wonder, I haven't looked too closely, I don't know if the new ones have this card back or not, but we got to get to this figure, because I've got a live stream to get to, and you guys hate it when I take too long opening up the figures. Alright, oh, there we go. I was trying to figure out where the tape was. So, the Crimson Bat is one that I was excited about because I really like the idea of Extensive Enterprises having their own line of bats, like issued to them, or maybe they even produce them somehow. I don't know. Probably issued to them. And I love color-coded factions. So to have Tomax and Zaymot with the Crimson Guards, the Crimson Bats, potentially down the line, I don't know, a Crimson Baroness, is just a really cool concept in my opinion. Now, as far as the plastic-free packaging goes, I am on the record as preferring it because it eliminates that tray that has been warping our figures and accessories for years. We will find out, though, in just a minute if that is the case here. I do like this little cardboard sleeve type deal. The figure is just loosely, it's not super tight, it's kind of loosely secured in there so as to avoid any kind of warping or whatever of the figure. Hopefully. I recommend, I haven't said this in a while, I recommend you get yourself a pair of these. You can get them at your local craft store, or maybe even in like Target or something, I'm not sure. But they're sharper and quicker than scissors. Scissors can be weirdly awkward sometimes, kind of like me. Okay, so what? Oh, interesting. All right, right out of the box, I'm noticing that there's more color to this guy than I thought there was. There are actually multiple shades of red, which is cool and makes him pop a little bit more than I realized. If you notice, overall, he is a nice crimson, which let's go ahead, get our accessories out of the way here. We'll take a look at those in a minute. But let's go ahead and compare. Now, well, we'll get into that in a second. First, I want to check the color, because the color is kind of the prime thing, because he's a Crimson Bat. Yeah. The only thing that's making him look slightly different from the Crimson Guard, to my eye, is the textures in the Crimson Bat's uniform are just different. But I believe as far as shades of red go, to my eye, these two go side by side very nicely. And I also like the fact that we've got the gray, the epaulets, and the little arm deal, whatever this, what is this called? Tell me in the comments. What is this little, it's not Wookiee scalps. What is this? Braiding? Is it just braiding? Is that all it is? But anyway, if you notice, that matches, so that's cool across the two figures. That gray detail there also, like, they did a nice job of matching these guys up. The boots as well. So these two complement each other very well, in my opinion. And then, of course, we've got to match them up, which, to my eye, we've got Tomax here. And his reds also look very good next to the primary red of the Crimson Bat. They're all... Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that these reds match perfectly exactly, but to me, they're close enough members of the family that it works. They look good on the shelf together. Your mileage may vary, and that's okay. All right, so let's get our CG out of the way. I think we've done our comparison there. So one of the complaints that was messaged to me is that the figure felt soft and gummy. This guy, here's a problem I'm having right out of the bat, is this thing is not soft and gummy, and it needs to be moved down because it's interfering with the hip drop down. It won't go all the way up, and I can't move this thing because it's too stiff. I'm having a fight with it. It needs to go just below that thigh swivel. It's kind of moving a little bit. I know this is riveting for you guys, but it's going to really bother me. I don't want to have to heat it up, but I certainly will if I have to. That's still not as low as it needs to go. All of his stuff is just sitting way too high, but fortunately, his holster and his belt... I keep saying his. Its holster and its belt are a much softer plastic than that other thigh piece, so those can be moved down very easily. Not a problem. It's just this stupid thing is like a really rigid plastic, which is very surprising to me. Okay. So yeah, one of the messages I got said that this was a very gummy feeling figure. I'm not getting that. To me, it feels like every other classified figure I've got. Full disclosure, this has been in the house for a couple of days now, sitting at room temperature. It's not too hot, not too cold. But I mean, this, to me, I don't know. My opinion, and again, that's all any of this is that he feels just like every other classified figure. I don't know, that arm may feel... All right, hang on. Let's do a little comparison here. So here is this guy, the original Bat, and then this guy. I don't know, maybe, okay, so maybe the elbow joint doesn't feel like it's as stiff a plastic. And you can see, and look, I mean, that's not just popping off, but you can see that is a little looser than, oh, definitely. So the bicep swivel on the new guy, on the Crimson Bat, is definitely not as snug as on the original guy. I wonder if this is... Oh, yeah, this is a hard plastic, too. But look, it's seated. These all came seated in the right place, because I don't remember having to move those at all. But overall, he feels the same. It looks like really just here and here are... And it's fine. I don't care. It's not a problem. Like, the figure's not falling apart. It's not failing to hold poses. It's just... This, maybe this is a little softer plastic. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. All right. I'm going to try and push this thing down one more time and then stop. All right, yeah, I'm just going to have to heat that up and move it down. That's kind of annoying. Okay, let's get our regular bat out of the way. So, well, let's not, though. Let's do a little comparison. So I will say, I do kind of wish the Crimson Bat had the same interior circuits as the original bat, like the coloring. I kind of wish was the same, or at least had as much paint. But it would be kind of cool to have this in the red, and I get it, where that would have broken up this color scheme that they have, but it would have been neat. I really do like the black metal. It could have stood to be a little more metallic, but it's kind of metallic a little bit. It looks cool. I like that the neck is black. I think that's a nice touch. It looks really good. Color design wise, I gotta say, I honestly I can't even complain about the chest gimmick here because it looks great. And what I was suggesting would not look as good, but it would be more interesting, maybe. I don't know. But I dig this. This is a very cool looking figure. I like it to augment, to add to your Crimson Legions. If you're one of those people who buys like 50 of these things, which I, by the way, am not. I do still have one on order from Pulse, because I wouldn't mind having 2 of these, but that's as far as I'm going to go with it. All right. Accessory-wise, he's got a nice crimson storage locker. Well, I say nice. A cardboard crimson storage locker. Some people love these. Some people, well, nobody loves them, but some people hate them. I dig them. I think they're cool. I like it. But I am overall a fan of the execution of the plastic-free packaging, and that sets me apart from a lot of people already. All right, and the other complaint was that the accessories, let's get him out of the way, were gummy and bent. And yeah, that has got some bend to it, despite not being in that plastic warping tray. It's not huge, but it shouldn't be there at all. I don't know why that would even be bent. And this is not rubbery plastic either. This is pretty stiff stuff. I've got the same pistol. All the parts are the same, just different color. Well, some of them are different colors. Well, I guess all of them, because the pistol's silver on the original one. But great looking little pistol. He's got the black backpack with the nice red tubing going on over there. Chest plate. This is where a big portion of the difference comes in. Oh man, is the deco jacked up on? Oh wait, this is the battle damaged one. Okay. It took me a second. Sorry. So we've got a battle damaged chest plate, which looks great. And then we've got the standard chest plate. And if you'll notice, it's got the really cool like silver Cobra logo on it. Let me light it a little better. A little printing down there, model number, whatever that says. That is too tiny for my eyes to even see. But cool touch. I like this quite a bit. Like manufacturing ID is neat. It would be even better if that was a different number on, well, okay, model number should be the same. And I guess you really can't even tell that because there's a barcode on there. And I'm actually looking at this now. I do believe the printing is a bit crooked on this. But it's not a big deal, but it is just a little off. If you look at the bottom of the barcode and the bottom of the chest plate, they're not quite even. But it would be great if that barcode was different on all these, which I'm sure it's not, and that's fine. All right. He's got his claw, or it has its claw. Pronouns, people. Claw looks great. It's nice and straight. Same thing with the laser attachment. Also straight. Looks fine. So really, the only one of mine that is bent for seemingly no reason is the flamethrower. It's minor, but it is there, and it doesn't make any sense because, like I said, this is hard plastic. This is not soft stuff. That seems like it would be susceptible to bending in that way. And then we've got the battle damaged head as well, and this is another reason why I need 2 of these guys because I need to be able to display one with the battle damage. So let's gear this guy up. Even though we've seen it before, it'll be nice to see the Crimson Bat fully geared up. And also, who knows if maybe something doesn't fit quite as well or whatever. It might be easier, or might have been easier to put these. How do you guys arrange your backpacks? I like having the claw up top because it creates a cool profile. I just like that up there. And then as for whatever reason, to me, it makes sense that the laser attachment is pointing down and the flamethrower is up. Although, I guess it does kind of look, because again, this presents a cooler profile than just the laser. So that's how, for default, when I leave both the hands on, that's how I arrange my backpack. Tell me in the comments how you arrange yours. Let's get that pistol in the holster. And finally, we'll put a nice clean chest plate on this guy. This thing, this robot. And there you go. That is your Crimson Bat. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it's not quite as tight and clean as the original, but it is also, in my opinion, not significantly lesser. Still looks awesome. Still, the original Bat is still my favorite classified. This shoulder joint's driving me crazy. I know it just needs to be fudged around with, but there we go. It's a little better. The original Bat is still my favorite classified figure. I think this one is a great recolor. I look forward to the Arctic Bat that we've seen. And I look forward to getting another one of these guys to display with the battle damage. And yeah, I guess they're just all going to be guys because I can't help myself. So there you go. The Crimson Bat looking pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about needless things. And as always, Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.